tonight's episode, Elizabeth shows you how to become an airport security disaster. Patrick gets confused and reports at a baseball convention. We will tell you how to ditch your friends, plus news and upcoming conventions. I'm Sketch, and this is AnimeCons.com podcast for February 2009. Anime Boston in Boston, Massachusetts has announced the return of voice actors Chris Ayres, Laura Bailey, Troy Baker, Tom Wayland, and Travis Willingham as guests of the convention. Anime Boston will be held May 22nd through the 24th at the Heinz Convention Center. ConnectiCon in Hartford, Connecticut has announced their first round of guests, which includes voice actor Carlos Ferro and the creators of webcomics Control-Alt-Delete, VG Cats, 8-Bit Theater, Atomic Robo, Dominic Deegan, Apple Geeks, 3-Panel Soul, Mac Hall, Halos, Staccato, Fork U, and Blue and Blonde. ConnectiCon will be held July 31st through August 2nd at the Connecticut Convention Center. Castle Point Anime Convention in Hoboken, New Jersey has announced that voice actors Michelle Knotts and Bill Rogers will be guests at their convention. Castle Point Anime Convention will be held on March 29th on the campus of Stevens Institute of Technology. Zenkai-Con in Valley Forge, Pennsylvania has announced that voice actor Robert Axelrod will be attending their convention as a guest of honor, as well as Stephanie Chateau and C.J. Collins from Galaxy Concept, and musical performance Eden Star. Zenkai-Con will be held November 7th and 8th at the Ryerson Valley Forge Hotel. Middle Tennessee Anime Convention in Nashville, Tennessee, commonly referred to as MTAC, has announced 2 additions to its musical lineup. Notorious MSG, oh my god, my spleen! And Lisa Furukawa. MTAC will be held from April 3rd through the 5th at Sheridan Music City Hotel. MomoCon in Atlanta, Georgia has announced new guests, including Arthur Gina Biggs, artist Stephen Cummings, and the Outlander Steampunk Group, game companies Tripwire Interactive and Hi-Res Studios, dancer Serafina, costumers Renee Remick, Imriella, and Alethea Burras, and musical guests Extraordinary Contraptions. The conventions will be held March 14th and 15th on the campus of Georgia Tech. Murakami Museum and Japanese Gardens in Delray Beach, Florida will be celebrating its traditional Hatsumi Fair on March 21st and 22nd. In addition to their usual Japanese culture program, the fair will be adding anime screenings, panels focusing on anime and manga, an anime dealer's room and artist alley, and a cosplay contest. Anime Matsuri in Houston, Texas has announced that J-Rock star Miyavi will perform in live concert. The convention and guest DJ Heavy Grinder will be holding a special anime music video contest. Entries must use music from the list of selected DJ Heavy Grinder tracks. Kumoricon in Portland, Oregon has announced the first guest of honor for the 2009 convention, including North American manga artist Svetlana Chimakova and bands Last Stop Tokyo and Soul Candy. Kumoricon will be held September 5th through the 7th at the Hilton Portland and Executive Tower. SakuraCon in Seattle, Washington has announced guest of honor Japanese voice actor Kaipei Yamaguchi in his first West Coast appearance. Other new guests include voice actor and film director Peter Fernandez and voice actress Wendy Powell. SakuraCon will be held April 10th through 12th at the Washington State Convention and Trade Center.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth. This is my brother Patrick, and we just finished packing for the convention we're leaving for tomorrow. So we're going to show you how we packed our stuff into all this.
I have this. That's everything.
That's so what you should have already done is made a list of what you need. Since I cosplay, what I did is I detailed a list of everything I need for cosplay, for my costumes, all the toiletries I need, and all the clothes I need. So for meal feel, I have my jacket, skirt, shoes, boot covers. I always pack kind of dorky shirts like the one I'm wearing now, or something like this. This is everything I use for toiletries and makeup and things like that. So I like to buy a lot of travel size things because it makes it easier to pack. And I bring a couple cute hats. Then we're going to move on to cosplay things. First thing every cosplayer needs is the cosplay repair kit. This is what's in mine, it's just in a shoebox. Safety pins, another first aid kit, wrinkle releaser, scissors, gore needle and thread, some Tide to wash stuff, hairpins. So the way I like to pack my costumes is in a garment bag. Now, you can just put your stuff in your suitcase, that's fine, but I like to use a garment bag. Nice, easy to hold bag, carry. You can put things in here if you want. And then I have 3 pairs of shoes for Millfield, Haruhi, and Misato. This is my wig supply bag, which I keep separate. I have wig caps, bobby pins, hair elastics. I'm gonna check my list. Oh, I don't have socks. 1, 2, 3, 4. In this bag, I have some extra clothes in case my luggage gets misplaced. Just some snacks, especially for breakfast. That's this bag. This I will bring with me on the plane as my check bag. And then this will be my other carry-on, which will have my laptop. Don't forget the camera to take pictures of all the costumes you'll see. Another thing you want to pack with you, put it in one of your carry-on things, is confirmations for a few things. First is for your hotel. It'll have a confirmation number. I have here is my pre-registration form that shows that I pre-registered for the convention in case they can't find you listed in their database. This proves that you paid whatever amount for the pre-registration. So this is everything I packed, which is kind of ridiculous. Patrick, show them what you pack.
I guess the most important thing is packing all your clothes. Have my MP3 player, game device, easily accessible to use on the plane, and yeah, I'm done.
So since all of his stuff is in a carry-on, when you pack toiletries and you're flying, make sure you go by whatever their rule of whatever is now for putting stuff in plastic bags. So now we're gonna get a good night's sleep and then go to the convention tomorrow morning.
So maybe you haven't been to an anime convention yet and you're wondering what it's like. Or maybe you've only been to anime conventions and wonder what other conventions may be like. In today's segment, we're going to compare anime conventions with some non-anime cons. I'm here at the 2007 All-Star Fan Fest in San Francisco, California. Let's take a look around. The All-Star Fan Fest has a video game area where they're showing off pretty much baseball games. People get to go up and play with them and try them out and ask questions to the developers. There's also essentially a dealer's room area where vendors are selling different baseball-related products. And they also have different stage competitions. There's collectible card games, video programming, and of course special guests.
I was a utility player, so I played infield, outfield, whatever. Catcher and left field.
There are game shows.
Root for the white team. If they don't win, it's a shame.
Photo booths. And people cosplaying as their favorite character. Unlike other conventions, you'll find the Hall of Fame. You'll find games for kids. And you can try batting against a Major League pitcher or the Philadelphia Fanatic. You can also make a call on a play or see how you do running down the third baseline. And there's also a World Series trophy, which I'm pretty sure you won't find at anime conventions. BlizzCon, on the other hand, is a convention aimed at Blizzard Entertainment's games such as StarCraft, Diablo, and World of Warcraft. They have statues, cosplay, and a lot of other fan events going on. There are dealers selling merchandise. You can get autographs. There are even panels.
What would be your advice for someone who has a problem with a lone warlock sleeping on their couch?
Accept him.
Straight order, actually.
You have your opinions, and I have mine.
Level 80 Elite Tauren Chieftain did a concert. And there was also Video Games Live, playing music from World of Warcraft and Blizzard's other games. However, unlike anime conventions, they had a well-known comedian come in to entertain everybody.
Last summer.
And they also had this thing, which I can't explain. At anime conventions, on the other hand, you're sure to find much more cosplay. The cosplaying culminates in the Masquerade, which is held on Saturday evenings at most conventions. In this, you'll find your favorite characters acting in fan-created skits and other performances. You'll find video games, dealers selling merchandise. You can get custom artwork. You'll also find panel programming at anime conventions too, from fan panelists to industry insiders to people who actually created the anime or have done voices. And generally speaking, everybody has a great time. So whether you're a fan of baseball, video games, or anime, there's a convention out there for you.
And on this month's Q&A, we have a question from Vanessa Ramos. She said, "My friends and I are planning a trip to Anime Boston this year, and we can't wait to go, but there's 8 of us going, and I'm sure we are going to want to do different things at the convention. Is there a way we can do everything we want to do as one group, or do you think we should divide into smaller groups?"
And here with me again is Elizabeth.
Thanks, Sketch. Well, Vanessa, to answer your question, chances are you all are going to do separate things. While at the convention, there will be events you want to attend, panels in the Masquerade, rooms to check out like the Dealer's Room, Artist Alley, and video games, and you need time to eat food. And there's no way all of you are going to agree on everything. Some people want to see this panel and some won't. Some will want to eat at this time and some won't. And then the more people you have, the less likely your group will be able to agree on what to go to. I definitely think you should split your group up so you can attend, so they can attend what they want and you don't have to worry about your friends missing out on things. The groups can change, combine, and swap throughout the weekend depending on who wants to do what. Now, most conventions will post a preliminary schedule on their website when the convention draws near. Although some things might change when that convention actually starts, you and your friends should get together, be it in person or online, and figure out who wants to go to what. As an example, this is the schedule for Anime Boston that they put out before the convention for 2008. Even before you discuss with your friends, take a look at it and see what interests you. And don't forget to include time to eat. So here at 12, I want to go to the Bandai Entertainment panel. Is that something you'd want to do?
No, I'm more interested in the mech panel that's happening at the same time.
Okay. Well, after that Anime Day and Game, we'll have to check that out, definitely.
Well, it's good too. It's right after the other 2 panels.
Mm-hmm. And Cosplay Court Case is right after that too. That's always fun. Or we can see Death Note.
Seen enough of Death Note from TV. Let's go to the Cosplay Court Case.
Okay. And then, nothing really I want to do at 4. Maybe we can check out the Dealer's Room.
Dealer's Room, or get something to eat.
Well, at 5 is Greg Ayers' panel. We could check that out and then get something to eat.
Oh yeah, there's a block afterwards.
Yeah. And then we can go wait in line for the Masquerade forever.
And ever.
You're going to the convention to have fun. And you're not going to have fun if you don't get to do the things you want to do. If you and a couple of your friends want to grab lunch at 1 o'clock, you would go together. If your whole group wants to go to the AMV contest, decide on a time to meet up so you can all sit together. But if you're the only one who wants to go to a certain panel, don't be afraid to go by yourself. You may end up sitting next to someone, becoming friends with them. If you have a question you want us to answer in an upcoming podcast, send it to podcast@animecons.com.
What are you doing?
I'm not talking correctly.
Yay! Get these guys on camera. Get them on camera.
Don't do that when I sit
Yay!
Anime Boston in Boston, Massachusetts has announced that I can't speak and say stuff.
How come nobody ever wants my autograph? I'm a developer.